to grind the game out, and I think that's what we did today. We were in it together, and it was a team performance, not our best performance actually, but we did the dirty things right.
Just with Becki's leadership, how would you describe just what that was like in terms of getting to have her at the forefront and just directing all the other there?
I think like Becki is an amazing person and an amazing coach, and she really stepped in a huge role. It's not easy, trust me. That's why I don't want to be a coach. But we really respect her and trust her, and we realize that it's not going to be perfect at first, but yeah, we're still growing.
I think we also like really fed off her energy. Her taking this big step as being head coach, she wanted us to really just play to our potential. We know what we have on the field as teammates, like we know what we can do, and she really brought that out of us in the past week of training. It was the most competitive that it's been for the past 2-3 months, and we needed that. And to have that extra grit from our coach, it kind of fed into us onto the field.
Do you feel like that transition was pretty easy, just to kind of flow into that, being that you've been around the team since past months and things like that?
100%, yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the supporters, they came, you guys gave claps for them after the game. Can you just tell us about their impact during the game? Did you hear them? What was that like?
Honestly, like fans on social media, it's been hard. We had people kind of give up on us, but seeing that today in the stands is so overwhelming. And like just not us as a team are in this together, but the entire community and city of LA. And yeah, it means a lot.
Absolutely. And then for each of you guys, during your goals, could you just tell us a little bit about what were you guys thinking during those moments?
Low and hard, better finish this.
I think we both black out when we score. We're like, crap, we just scored.
We just see it hit the back of the net. We're like, oh, yay, okay, on to the next. Yeah. But no, it's a rush, and especially it being here, like the environment's crazy, it's loud. You really don't hear your thoughts, and I think in that moment, you just have to put your head down and do what you know what to do. And we both did that, and we came out with the win because of it.
And honestly, like since we haven't been as good in the last 10 minutes, we're never like super psyched for a goal. We're like, okay, we need to go. We need to focus. We need to focus on the details, and you saw that today.
Hello. For all those girls who look up to you guys to be such great role models, what is your advice to them? Because I know that there were so many young girls in the field and in the stands who really look up to you guys. So what is your advice?
Personally, mine is just to be you. I know that with me, I had a hard time comparing myself to a lot of players growing up, and I think it's important to realize that like your journey is your journey and it's your own, and just to build off of it, and you're really competing against yourself.
And mine would be every player's journey is different. Like I'm a walk-on at UNC, whereas people have been on the youth national programs forever, and it just takes one person to believe in you, as long as you believing in yourself, and understand that it's this entire journey. Like it's not one game, not one season, it doesn't define you. You work on this never-ending ascension, and you have a goal and you make sure you're doing everything you can, but also have fun.
That's big.
Hi, my name is Silves from Shea Butter FC. This question is for MA. This is Juneteenth weekend, and so obviously San Diego's celebrated that today. You all celebrated it a few weeks ago. Just getting your thoughts on what the weekend means to you and what it is to be a Black player in WSL.
It's huge.
I can't hear. Door, sorry.
I think really with this week, it was all about togetherness, you know, and I think we really showed that on the field, and it being Juneteenth, like it just makes it that much better, you know. I think that with everyone on our team, like we support each other no matter what, blacks, white, like we're together, and it's a great environment to be in, and it's just something that you just want to push and keep getting better for.
And then you guys had a dramatic change in like number of shots and all of that in the second half compared to the first. What kind of was that halftime talk?
I blacked out. No.
I think it was mostly just to be cool, calm, and collected, play our game. We weren't playing our best soccer in the first half, and I think that it was really important that we did the dirty work, and we did that. We were gritty, we went 1-0 down. That was tough, and I feel like in those moments we're used to just being like, ugh, and giving up. But I think we knew that it was coming this game, and I think in the back of our mind we were like, play our game. Like, we are Angel City, we know who we are, and we know what we can do, and we did it.
One more question right here, and then we're finished with Becki. You can just ask.
Okay, what does this big rivalry mean to you against San Diego? How much do you want to win this game?
I honestly hate every team in this league, except Angel City, of course. Yeah, I think they're such a good side, and they're very tactical, and they always bring their best selves to a game. And I think every game is going to be a battle with them, and yeah, it's really fun. It's just really fun.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
Trent, can you take that? All right, let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Just your thoughts on the game and kind of your feelings right now.
Yeah, I think this group this week has been incredible. They've come together, they focused on what they can control, they focused on the soccer, and they came into this game with like a real belief that we could come off the field with a win. And even when we went 1-0 down, and we talked all week about how do we become together and how do we put in a complete performance. And I said it yesterday 100 times, this performance was more complete. We had one moment where I think there was a lapse, but we were organised defensively. We had that like little bit of bite and that little bit of grit about us, and we always believed from minute 1 to 100 that we could win the game.
Coach, what did it feel like to get your first win, especially against an opponent like San Diego?
Yeah, I think it's a great moment and something I need to kind of be really present in and process and enjoy. But for me, I'm already thinking about next week, like how can we continue to be better and how can we push on and grow. We needed this, we needed it as a group, we needed to come together, so we needed this 3 points more than anything.
Becki in the back. Becki, congrats on the win. Hi.
Hi.
You talked about that, defensive organization, which was really impressive. How do you feel like coming into this game? Like, was that your focus, or kind of where was your thought process of just how you really wanted to approach this match?
Yeah, our thought process was, how do we improve in the details? How do we improve in the moments where you win or you lose a game? And that was a real focus for us. We obviously wanted to stay compact and limit their chances. We know San Diego is super organized. So how could we break them down, and how could we be who we wanted to be in the attacking third? How could we really, really express ourselves and play to our strengths? Illyria and Dan have worked incredibly hard this week, and it's been a really emotional week, and it's been a crazy week, but I mean, as a coaching staff, we've pulled together, and I think we've come up with a game plan that allowed us to really get ourselves back in the game.
And
I don't think that's on.
thank you. And the fact about winning to San Diego now that they are in the first place, what does this mean to you?
Yeah, I think obviously the top of the league, and it's a rival game, so it comes with a little bit more excitement, a little bit more chat around the league, and I think this was. We went into this week knowing it was a rival game, and knowing that we had to be the best versions of ourselves to get something out of this. And we spoke a lot about this. It's not 11 players. It's how do we come together collectively as 26 players to really put on a performance, and how do we support each other? How do we bring energy in every moment? And I mean, this win is really special, right? I'm always going to remember it, and it's a really special moment. And even when we went 1-0 behind, there was always that belief that we wanted to be here to win this game.
Yeah, congrats on the win today. How do you take this momentum that you built today and replicate that success moving forward?
Yeah, I think we let the players enjoy it today. We travel back as a group, and then we get back into next week, and we look at Houston, we look at the opponent, and we look at how we can take advantage of them. But we focus on ourselves. It's really important that we remain really focused on us and who we want to be.
Yeah, and then one smaller thing, you brought in Jasmine Spencer in as a forward for Alyssa Thompson. Could you talk about your thought process behind that move, and then how you think it turned out?
Yeah, I think we want to try to keep our momentum going with players with similar playing style, and we knew Jazz could come in and be dynamic. She's been brilliant in training this week. She's been pushing on. She's been a real team player, and she's the kind of person that makes everyone better. And she came on and she showed that. She showed dynamicness. She showed the will to want to win. She showed her experience in pulling us through moments. So it's good to be versatile, and it's good to have players that can play multiple positions. But in that moment, we wanted to go as like for like as we can to keep our momentum.
And then you had mentioned you had already started thinking about what you needed to do different for Houston. Do you mind letting us in on that?
Can't let out my secrets yet. No, I think, again, continuing to grow and continuing to be the best versions of us. It's an incredible group of players, and they'll push and pull each other through anything. And it's continuing to bring out that motivation piece in them and know that, you know, we can go toe-to-toe with anybody in this league. We just have to remain focused from Monday to Sunday.
And then can you talk about Alyssa Thompson's performance tonight? It looked like she was kind of just taking on the entire Wave defense.
Yeah, I mean, Alyssa's a special player. She's come into this league and she's really put a stamp on who she is and who she wants to be. And the crazy thing is she's still 18 and she's going to continue to grow. When she plays with freedom and she plays with like the weight of the world off her shoulders, she's incredible. And our goal is to continue to help her and continue to watch her grow.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.